Now on Talking Solutions, boy, does summer go fast. It's time for the Supply a Teacher Drive.
Woohoo!
Want to welcome in Alisha Fletcher. Last year we called you Miss Fletcher. Welcome back. Also with us, Rick Nelson from Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys are now involved in the Supply a Teacher Drive?
Yes, this is our second year as a sponsor and drop-off location.
How did you get to be part of this event?
Because I know Letitia and Angel.
Letitia, the Live to Give group. I love the name Live to Give.
Yes.
And they really do wonderful things for the
And
community.
they do really live to give. That's all they do.
Love you,
Yes.
girl.
Love you more.
You love her more
you
than
do.
I do.
Yes.
I was thinking about the Supply a Teacher Drive. I brought notebooks to donate
Thank
so
you,
that
ma'am.
I can
Hey.
Thank you,
contribute
ma'am.
as well. Do you ever get the question, Ms. Fletcher, about why are we giving the school supplies to the teachers as opposed to the students, which I think happens in a lot of cases?
Yes, I think people really underestimate what teachers do. Almost the same underestimation that our students have. So if you ask maybe a first grader, kindergartner, they just assume we live at the school.
Because you kind of do.
Because we kind of do. When they see us in grocery stores, they're absolutely floored because they're like, oh my gosh, you left the
You have a real
school?
life.
Whoa.
You eat food.
Wow. I think people have the same mindset when it comes to school supplies. Like, why would teachers need school supplies? Because they really have no idea how much money we're spending out of our own pocket to supply for our kids who go without.
I've always heard that it's hundreds of dollars, sometimes more, every year that you spend out of your pocket to take care of your students.
Yes.
Because, Ms. Fletcher, here's what's happening, I believe. A lot of times you have kids who, their parents, it's not that they're trying to neglect.
Right.
Sending a kid back to school these days with our increased tech and all the things that need to be provided for a kid to learn properly
Right.
is more expensive than ever. And when you have more than one child that you're trying to get back to school, you need to make sure that they've got the clothing and the shoes, whatever they need. Sometimes school supplies are the thing that they just don't have enough resources to provide.
Right. If it's between dinner on the table and these really, really cool pencils, it's the dinner on the table. And as a teacher, I've had the opportunity to watch some of my children grow. They start off as second graders and finally make it into your class, or they start off as third graders and it's like, oh my gosh, now you're mines now. It's so cool that you're a fourth grader. You see that those parents are really making these sacrifices. I've been blessed. Man, the parents at both schools I've been at, and especially the school I'm at now, I love my parents. I see the hard work they're doing. Sometimes they get off at 6 o'clock in the morning and they're dropping their kids off when they just got off work. So if it's between pencils and food on the table, I absolutely understand. I got some pencils. I'll make it work. We'll figure it out together because it does take a village.
And this is not just something that happens at the beginning of the school
no.
year. You have new students coming in throughout the year. You have those needs ongoing for school supplies.
Consistently throughout the school year. So not even just the new students. You have kids writing. It depends on what abilities you have in your classroom. So even at a fourth grade level, we have kids who are still learning how to write in straight lines. So we might go through a pencil or two because we break the lid. We're trying so hard to just write a letter A because it's supposed to be written this way or because no one has ever enforced that type of manuscript on a certain student. But if Ms. Fletcher can't read it, Ms. Fletcher can't grade it. So even trying to get our kids to understand, it's like, it's okay. You broke a pencil, I have another one. We went through a pair of scissors. It's okay. We're crafting. I got another pair of scissors. It's all right. Because sometimes our kids, they go through things and the look of fear they have, like, I ripped this page out. It's like, baby, it's okay. I'll get another one. It's all right.
I also worry with the problem that we've got these days with bullying in the schools.
Man.
You don't need much of an excuse for a kid to get bullied, it seems.
Absolutely nothing. I'm talking about my pencil writes in pink and yours writes in black. Or my notebook has troll dolls on it. Or what's the new thing? I think Toy Story. It's all nonsense. And as a teacher, it's one of those things that it's like you see the arguments happening in class and you think this is the most ridiculous distraction because at this point, no one can multiply. So why are we bullying each other based on what type of school materials we have or what types of shoes we're wearing on our feet? But these are the same problems we had when we went to school, except technology is a bigger issue. So our kids are getting bombarded online so much more than we were.
So by all of us getting involved with the Supply a Teacher Drive, which is now in its third year, and I know it's growing. I can't wait to
my
talk about that in a
goodness.
second. The fact is, by us contributing what we can
Yes.
to help with school supplies that are needed all throughout the year
Yes.
for students here in the Clark County School District, we're helping those kids look, should I say normal, have the same school supplies as everybody else.
Right.
So the spotlight is not on them, making them even more of a target for bullying than perhaps they deal with anyway.
Right. I think the word normal is relative, and my students know Ms. Fletcher has a horrible sense of humor. I horribly laugh at dad jokes. So normal is a relative term, but I think in a sense it removes a stress. And we underestimate as adults, we went outside and played, and we went outside and we were able to get dirty. This generation of kids, they're so stressed out. My goodness. So the community coming together to bring school supplies to our kids, that literally is one less stress, and it makes it so much easier for teachers to teach when our kids aren't worried out of their mind about things. So if anything, the school supplies help de-stress our students, which in turn helps us to teach better, which helps our kids to grow. So these things that people think are little, these notebooks, these pencils, it's helping a new student become a better student and helping us thrive as a community.
And an overall healthier environment.
Yes.
It is the Supply a Teacher Drive, third year. Also, Rick Nelson is with us from Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas. Rick, you said this is your second year that you're involved in the Supply a Teacher Drive?
Yes.
You have a drop-off location, one of the places we can actually take our donations?
Yes, we do. We are at 6425 Roy Horn Way, 215 in Rainbow.
Sure.
And we're open from 8 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Weekends we close at 8. Come on by and drop off a supply right in the showroom.
We always put all the information, links, and everything on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with a podcast of our discussion today. Rick, what kind of school supplies are you looking to gather?
Well, pencils, notebooks, paper, staplers, scissors, safety scissors, of course, markers, pens, you name it. Whatever a teacher would need in their supply closet, please bring it.
And we're looking for school supplies to be donated through, is it July 27th?
Yes, July 27th.
Rick, we talk all the time about different charitable events going on around Las Vegas as part of Talking Solutions. And I know when you are a donation drop-off location like Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas, the people working there also get caught up in the fun. Do you see that happening there as well?
Yes, a bunch of our employees have actually dropped off in the box numerous supplies where we kind of, we would call it foaming the runway or priming the pump, if you will. Once you see one thing or two in there, it's kind of like peer pressure. Come on, I gave, your turn. So we've all gone round robin and put some supplies in. The boss started it with a bunch of starting supplies. So we're going to have a really nice response by the 27th. We hope the box is overfilling.
And this time of the year, everything is on sale. Crazy cheap.
Yes.
Yes.
Even the grocery store has deals. Target has things for you. Walmart, grab a bunch and drop it off at Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am.
From now through July
Please do.
27th. I understand you're also doing collections of school supplies for the Supply a Teacher Drive at pop-up locations at Walmarts around town on Saturdays during the month of July.
Yes, ma'am. Every Saturday during the month of July, stopping at a Walmart. The locations can be found on our website, www.supplyateacher.us. Please come out and meet us. Meet me. I'll be there. Ms. Fletcher will be there in the flesh. So if you want to meet a teacher, hang out and talk with a real teacher, I'll be there at every pop-up. And we just love to meet with you. That's every Saturday in July from 10 to 2. Again, the locations will be found on our website, supplyateacher.us. And I'm so excited to meet you. Please let me know where you've heard me, how you know me. I'd love to have conversations with you.
Well, you'll know that it's famous from this show if they go, Miss Fletcher! That's what I always call you because I haven't been able to address a teacher in that fashion for a very long time.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Being around a teacher, I still feel nervous and I'm 50. Well, I better be in my best behavior. I don't want to go to the dean's office or something.
Miss Fletcher, are you still teaching fourth grade? Because I think that's what you were teaching previously.
I am. I keep trying to play this game where I consider teaching another grade, and I was allowed to teach this summer school. I hung out with some first graders, some second graders, and third graders, and for the life of me, I had zero patience.
Because your fourth graders are so much more mature.
You know, fourth grade, it's an incredible age. They come in as babies because they're third graders still. They come in as babies, are so short. And by the end of it, it's the pride of like, I have turned you into a full-fledged fifth grader. And some of them are still very immature, but their personalities shine through in fourth grade. And it's such an awesome thing to see. Like, look at you, like you started off as a baby and now you love math. And math is not just for boys, you know, these stereotypes that we grew up with. And you have these girls in these math competitions and boys who are now into science because fourth grade gets to tiptoe more into complicated science. It's my favorite.
Everyone knows girls are smarter than boys. who doesn't know that?
We're all going to agree with you on this.
Well, they do outnumber significantly. There are always more girls in the classroom than boys, which is fascinating to me. I have no idea why, but I've noticed that throughout my years in education. But fourth grade is incredible, and until life says otherwise, or somebody offers me a job working anywhere near Barack Obama or Keanu Reeves, I will continue to teach fourth grade.
A huge positive asset for CCSD. You're infectious, Ms. Fletcher.
Thank you, ma'am.
With your joy in teaching. And so what we need to do is kick in and basically encourage you to do what you do that you seem to love very much.
Yes.
We need to make sure you get the school supplies so that it's a truly happy classroom and everybody has what they need.
Yes, ma'am. Copy paper. Community, hear it with all of your heart. Copy paper.
That's right. We talked about that last year.
Yes. We need our pencils. We need our scissors, but there are so many teachers across the valley. Copy paper is huge on the list.
Do they still use lined paper, though, too?
We do use lined paper for our students to write with, college rule, depending on what grade you're teaching. But some of our schools, copy paper is provided for them, and some of our schools, this is what our teachers are paying for. So every syllabus, every packet of testing material, they're copying this on paper that they bought. And copy paper is pricey by the end of the school year.
That's the deal, Rick. When they hand out one sheet or a test or information to their students,
Makes sense.
they're using a ton of copy paper.
Yes.
Well, technology, laser printers and whatnot. Makes perfect sense.
Don't get me started on cursive in the letter Q. As a capital.
Oh, my goodness.
Fourth graders
It doesn't
can't
resemble
relate.
the printed version.
I understand. We can all understand, though, that the Supply a Teacher drive for the third year is on. And our main drop-off location is our friends with Jaguar, Land Rover Las Vegas. Rick Nelson's talking to us. They're all excited about it there, too. We're doing the drop-offs until July 27th, because soon after that, the kids are going to be going back to school. Also on Saturdays during the month of July, have drop-off locations at Walmart's. All the information will be on the website, supplyateacher.us, plus on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with a podcast of our discussion today. You know, Ms. Fletcher, one of the things we do as part of Talking Solutions is we ask, what can we do to help you?
First of all, teachers, go to www.supplyateacher.us and register for your bags. We have almost 300 teachers registered to receive these free bags of school supplies. Teachers, do your part. Register online to get your bag. Community, please come together. We are out here every day, all 180 days of the school year, rain or snow days as it was last year, to educate our babies. We really love some copy paper, pencils, anything that our students can use to color and create with, because art is so important for this generation of students. So please come out. Please donate. Please stop by Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas and drop off those school supplies.
Please do.
I heard that 500 teachers last year were assisted by the Supply a Teacher drive.
Yes,
and of course,
ma'am.
every year up in the number. I think this year we're going for 750.
750 is the goal, teachers. Let's go. Let's register online. I'm so excited to meet all of you. I know some of you, of course, because I work with you, but I'm very, very excited to see all 750 of you at this year's event on August 3rd at the Galleria Mall in Henderson.
So we gather the school supplies and drop them off between now and the 27th of July, and then within a few days you put all those things together, and then they're at the Galleria August 3rd, so teachers can come around and get their bags with all the supplies.
Yes.
And it makes such a big difference. We mentioned a moment ago how cheap school supplies are this time of the year.
Yes.
It's only going to cost you a few dollars to donate what you can. I don't have any kids in the school district right now, but that doesn't mean I don't care. Let me help.
Right.
Rick Nelson from Jaguar, Land Rover Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am.
Same question, Talking Solutions. What can we do to help you?
You're doing an amazing job just getting the word out. We look forward to furthering the relationship with Supply Teacher and Live to Give as a whole. We're part of the Findlay Automotive Group, who is always doing things for the community big time. We're just a small cog in the engine helping the community to give back. We love it. Things like this really really make our day, and we feel, as they say, an educated society is a benefited, good society.
Better community.
Yeah.
We always love here on Talking Solutions to shine a light on businesses here in the community who step out and help the rest of us. It is the Supply a Teacher Drive 3rd year going on between now and the 27th. Jaguar Land Rover Las Vegas is your main drop-off point right there near the 215 and South Rainbow.
Between Rainbow and Jones.
Mm-hmm. Also, Saturdays during the month of July, pop-up collection points at Walmart's. All the info on the website, supplyateacher.us. Also on the Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with the podcast of our discussion today. Ms. Fletcher, Rick Nelson, am I forgetting anything?
Nope. I think you covered it.
You did a really great job.
Excellent job.
No, you guys did the good job. You're
keep going,
my
keep
experts.
going.
You're the reason why we're here. I know you just love that, don't you?
I love it.
I appreciate your input.
Thank you. High five. Fist bump. All right, boo.
Ms. Alisha Fletcher, a.k.a. Ms. Fletcher, and Rick Nelson, thank you so much for joining us today on
Thank you for having
Talking
us.
Solutions.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.